Hello, my little llamas. Welcome back to our intriguing adventure into the world of weird and dark history. I'm your host, your most beloved, entertaining, and knowledgeable guide, Little Mama Llama Lexi, excited to guide you through today's topic. Are you ready to dive into the peculiar, the strange, and the downright bizarre? Well, you are in the right place. In this series, we uncover hidden tales, unraveling mysteries, and presenting them to you, our curious audience. Today, we're journeying into an unusual realm, a place often overlooked but filled with stories that will astonish you. We are plunging into the weird history of the bathroom and all the mysteries it holds. Today, our story begins in the year 1603 with the invention of the first paper toilet by a Chinese alchemist and military general, Ping Kui. The world in which Ping Kui lived was drastically different from our own. It was an era of grandeur and austerity, where technological advancements began to shape humanity's future. The idea of cleanliness and personal hygiene was just starting to become important in society, and that's when Ping Kui introduced his remarkable invention, a paper toilet. This seemingly simple yet groundbreaking was a contrivance that used two wooden boards. They were ingeniously connected by a hinge, forming a cleverly designed platform that was both practical and innovative. In between these boards, a sheet of paper was carefully positioned. This paper was the precursor to our modern toilet paper, an accessory so commonplace now that we often take its existence for granted. The mechanism of this primitive paper toilet was fairly straightforward. Once the user had finished their business, they would tear off the used page. This manual process was a part of the daily routine, though it might seem hard to imagine in our world of automatic flush and motion sensor faucets. However, for the people of that era, it was a step towards better hygiene and a more comfortable life. The page was replaced with a 1, ready for the next use. This routine was a symbol of cleanliness and progress, marking a significant point in the evolution of personal hygiene practices. In a time when sanitation was not yet a standard practice, Ping Kui's paper toilet was a beacon of hope. This paper toilet, the first of its kind, was in use for over 350 years before it became obsolete in the 1950s. Before the advent of Ping Kui's paper toilet, humanity had to make do with privy pits or chamber pots filled with ash. This was a period where the concept of hygienic sanitation was still a distant dream. People's habits were dictated by the available resources, and their needs were simple, albeit not very sanitary. Privy pits or chamber pots were always present in households, and were often filled with ash to cut down the odor. As society evolved, so did the needs for better sanitation and hygiene. The emergence of the wooden privy seat marked a significant turn in this direction. This novel invention served as a step up from the rudimentary and often unpleasant experience of using privy pits. The large wooden seats were ingeniously placed over piles of dried leaves or straw, adding an element of comfort to an otherwise unpleasant task. These materials, easily available in nature, were used to provide a cushioning effect. This innovative practice an early attempt at making sanitation more bearable, marking a significant moment in the history of human hygiene and comfort. It was a small yet crucial step towards the evolution of modern-day toilets. Despite the lack of advanced technology, the concept of comfort was starting to infiltrate into people's everyday lives. These large wooden seats were placed over piles of leaves or straw, providing a cushioning effect. Fast forward to the mid-19th century, where toilet paper made its first appearance, a humble invention with surprisingly rich, inventive, and multi-layered history. Prior to this revolutionary development, people around the world had to employ their creativity when it came to maintaining personal hygiene. Various cultures had different approaches. For example, in some regions, they utilized plant-based materials, such as corn cobs and leaves. Others resorted to using soft cloth like old socks. There were those who used natural elements like water or sand. In societies with access to print, newspaper was a common choice. People used whatever was and suited their needs. But in the mid-19th century, everything changed. The advent of toilet paper was indeed a game changer. However, it wasn't perfect from the beginning. Initially, it lacked the feature that, today, we take for granted. The perforations that allowed for convenient tearing of sheets were not a part of the original product. This particular advancement, simple as it may seem, did not make an appearance until the 1870s. This was a great step forward, but the evolution of toilet paper didn't stop. The design underwent further transformation. And the iconic toilet paper roll, the one we all picture when we think of toilet paper, that didn't come into use until the early 1900s. Now, what about the toilet flush? This singular innovation that revolutionized the world of sanitation and personal hygiene was not the work of just any inventor, but the result of genius exerted by a man by the name of Alexander Cummings. Alexander, a Scottish inventor in the picturesque town of Lochie, near Dundee, Scotland in the year 1733. From a young age, Cummings showed an aptitude for creative problem-solving, tinkering with various devices and mechanisms. It was this innate curiosity and a fascination with how things work that led him to his most significant contribution, an invention that would transform the way we approach hygiene and sanitation. The innovation we now refer to as the toilet flush. In the year of 1775, Alexander Cummings brought forth this game-changing invention, a mark of his profound understanding of both engineering and human needs. A simple yet powerful solution addressing a problem that had long plagued humankind, the issue of waste disposal. The mechanism, although simple, was rather ingenious for its time. It utilized a cistern, a significant part of Cummings' design. A cistern is essentially a tank designed to hold and store water. The lay in the cistern's positioning, located above the toilet and connected by a pipe. This mechanism, when triggered by the pull of a chain, allowed gravity to do its work, enabling a rush of water to cleanse the bowl effectively. In this way, Cummings's invention made toilets much more manageable and hygienic to use, eliminating the necessity for manual disposal of waste. His innovative mechanism made toilets accessible to the masses, marking a significant leap forward in sanitation and public health. This invention also paved the way for further improvements and modernizations in the world of plumbing and sanitation. Cummings' design has been tweaked and improved upon countless times, but the basic principle of using water stored in a cistern remains the cornerstone of contemporary toilet design. The mechanism used a cistern to store water, enabling toilets to be easily flushed with a simple pull of a chain. So there you have it, the strange but fascinating journey of the bathroom. You might ask, what's so fascinating about a bathroom? Well, it's more than just a room with a toilet and a sink. It's a testament to the relentless human pursuit of hygiene, privacy, and innovation. From rudimentary outdoor latrines to the marvels of modern plumbing, the evolution of the bathroom, a captivating narrative of societal advancement and creative problem-solving. The story begins with the humble paper toilet, an invention as simple as it was revolutionary. This marked our first step towards a cleaner, more sanitary living. It was a small piece of paper, but its impacts were immense, promoting hygiene and marking a significant shift in the way we thought about our bodily functions. Then came the creation of the toilet paper roll, a seemingly small innovation that further revolutionized our bathroom habits. No longer did we have to tear sheets of paper one by one. Now, a steady supply was always at our fingertips, conveniently rolled and ready for use. This saved time, promoted cleanliness, and brought about a new level of convenience in our daily routines. The invention of the toilet flush, however, was the crowning achievement in the history of bathroom evolution. No longer were we required to manually dispose of our waste. With a simple pull or push, the job was done, and the odors were washed away. This invention not only made our lives easier, but also significantly improved sanitation levels, indirectly enhancing public health. Throughout this journey, what stands out is how these inventions were reflections of the society at that time. They were markers of progress, signs of changing attitudes towards hygiene and comfort. They were the milestones that showed us how far we had come from a time when basics of sanitation were not a given. Yet despite their significance, bathrooms and their components are often overlooked. We use them every day, multiple times a day, without giving a second thought to the ingenious inventions that make our visits convenient and hygienic. We take these comforts for granted, oblivious to the brilliance they encapsulate. So let's take a moment to appreciate the bathroom, not just as a functional space, but as a symbol of human ingenuity. It's a testament to our relentless pursuit of better living, our constant striving for advancement. The bathroom and its many components have a rich and intriguing history, filled with fascinating stories and ingenious inventions. Until our next exploration into the weird and wonderful, remember to enjoy every moment of your 2 years and 125 days spent in the bathroom over a lifetime. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to pet the bell icon and give a llamacorn its wings.